What is happening, my people? This is Tim Dodd with the Tim Dodd Show, and today I want to show you how to set up an automation that's going to get your sales meetings warmed up before you even have them. Now, just imagine that somebody books a call with you on Monday. Say Bob books a call with you to talk about your social media or your coaching or whatever your services are. They book that call on Monday. That call's not till Friday. Most people are gonna send one video or one thing and then be excited. Well, I've got this sales call on Friday, man, so excited. But what's happening from your prospect side is that they booked a call, they're excited about it on Monday, and then the week hits them, man. They got all these crazy things, and then Friday comes, they pick up the call, or they get on the Zoom call and they go, oh, sorry, man, can we reschedule this thing? Or maybe they reschedule even through email because they're not excited. But what you want to do is you want to use an automation to they booked that call on Monday. You want to get some testimonies. You want to send some videos. You want to give some value. You want to do an SMS. There's a lot of different sequences that you can do to get them warmed up from different types of angles so that by the time they get on that call on Friday, they're actually going to be warmed up. Now, just to clarify, let's say I get 10 meetings, right? And I call it the 7 touch. Give at least 7 touches before you meet. Half the people are gonna not open up my emails, right? Maybe more. Half the people are not gonna open up the emails. They're not gonna respond to my text message. That's fine. But you're gonna have the other half that do engage, where you're gonna have 25% that engage with it a little bit and they get a little bit warmed up, and then you're gonna have 25% that get on that call red hot, ready to buy. So overall, you've warmed up a big percentage of your audience, and then even the ones that didn't get warmed up, they weren't gonna get warmed up anyway. So what I wanna walk you through today is literally a training that I built about 1.5 years ago, and it's a strategy that we still use to this day for our clients, that we're getting them hundreds of meetings a month. Literally, we have clients paying us $20,000 plus a month to get them meetings, but you don't want to be spending that kind of money on meetings unless they're converting. And so this strategy, this training I'm going to bring you through today, it's going to be a slideshow where I bring you through and walk you through exactly how we do this strategy to get them warmed up. So I hope you get a lot of value from this. If you do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe at the end. If you don't do any of that stuff. Why are you even on this channel? Why are you even watching me if you're not getting any value? So let's go ahead and jump in. Before we do that, make sure to subscribe, click that bell so every time I drop a new one, you're notified, because I'm here to help you do 2 things: sell more and scale more. If you want to learn how to take any of your lead sources, whether from LinkedIn or AdWords or Facebook or wherever you're getting your leads, if you're doing sales calls, if you're selling a high ticket product, if you need people to buy what you're offering, this 7-touch system is going to get your leads warmed up. And there's some simple psychology behind everything that's happening with this, and we're going to get into detail. But just know that the 7-touch system is what's going to take any of your lead sources where you're getting these meetings, and it's going to turn the heat up, man. It's going to throw gas on the fire. It's going to put nitrous on your car. It's going to put a turbocharger on there. It's going to put rocket fuel in your rocket, man. So if you guys are ready, let's jump in. So let's talk about back in the 1930s. Let me click on this. Back in the 1930s, TV advertisers discovered that when they were running ads, that they would have to run an ad or their ad at least 7 times to the viewers before viewers would start to buy. So this is where the rule of 7s, if you've ever heard of it, it's common in people that understand marketing on a high level. Some people talk about this, the rule of 7. This is where it was first discovered in the 1930s for TV advertisers. And this rule applies to any level of marketing. But let's move forward to the 2020s. So fast forward to the 2020s, we're in a modern day of overwhelm and just so much stuff just thrown at people, like this lady in the photo, where we're just bombarded with information. So the rule of 7, while it does apply, I think that in our modern days, you need to be way more than 7. You need to have way more touches than 7. But I call it the 7 touch because it's just a cool name, and it's our bare minimum. When I say 7 touch, I want a bare minimum of 7 touches before I talk to any prospect on the phone. So let's jump into this. Simple psychology. The human brain is a pattern recognition machine that is constantly trying to be as efficient as possible. It is filtering out
unimportant information. It's filtering out data that it doesn't feel like it needs, and it's also going to lump memories together or combine memories together. We'll talk about this in more detail in a second. This is all happening on a subconscious level, though. So you have to understand there's two things that we're dealing with when we're working with a prospect. It's the conscious and the subconscious level. And what the 7 touch does is it actually addresses both the conscious and the subconscious. It's not some tricky slide thing. It's just simple psychology. So unimportant information. Let me give you an example of this. So have you ever bought a car, and then after you buy that car, you just see it everywhere you go? It's like you see that white Range Rover or that silver Corolla, you just see them everywhere. That's because your brain had this car before you were interested in it, in unimportant information. So as you're driving around, it's filtering out all these cars. You're not paying attention to all the cars because your brain is being efficient. It's filtering out all the unnecessary. It's like you see cars, but you're not taking in. Now that you have that Toyota Corolla, now that you have that Range Rover, now that you have that Ferrari, hopefully, you see them everywhere. You're like, oh my gosh, they just stick out to you everywhere you go. That is what the brain is doing for you. Thank God that our brains do that, because we don't want to have to take in all of the information coming at us. We will be overloaded constantly with information. So our brain is doing us a very big favor. What you have to understand, though, is that you, as a coach, as an accountant, as a marketing person, whoever you are, you have to realize that the human brain is putting you into this oblivion category. Like you don't exist because you're not important yet. So the next part is lumping memories together. Let's talk about this. So if you take the same drive to work every day for 10 years, your brain is going to condense those memories. And you're going to look back on those 10 years and they're going to seem to have flown. The more of the exact same routines that you have over and over and over again, the shorter time seems. Like you're going to, if you ever look back and go, man, like these, past 5 years, like, wow, where did they go? A lot of times that can happen because you're not creating new memories. So when you're not creating new types of memories or new experiences, like if you keep going to the same restaurant, taking the same route to work, doing the same routine every day, the same house, the same kitchen, the same trips, the same this, the same weekends, your brain will actually lump those together. And that's why you can look back and be like, wow, how did the time fly so fast? That's why the more you take a certain route to work, the shorter and shorter it mentally feels, because your brain is lumping together. So a little trick before we get into how to use this with marketing: if you want to create a rich and a full life, you actually want to try to create different experiences. So go to different restaurants on a regular basis, take a different route to work on a regular basis, switch up your routine, try new things, because then you'll look back and be like, wow, it's only been a year and I've gotten so much done, or I've done so many things. So that's a little side note. But let's apply it to marketing yourself, to selling yourself. When you first meet somebody and you go, hey, I'm a digital marketing person, that person's brain grabs you and it puts you in this pool of every other digital marketer that they've met or been disappointed with or whatever. You are a digital marketer. You are a coach. You are an accountant. Not a accountant, an accountant. You see what I'm saying? So their brain is going to lump you. And what we want to do is we want to pull you out of that group. Let's talk about how to do this. Now, imagine this. Imagine this person, instead of just meeting you one time or two times, they connected with you on LinkedIn, they chatted with you on LinkedIn, they saw one of your Facebook ads, they downloaded an ebook, they read through your ebook, they got a 3 email introduction that was it brought value, it helped them out, it showed them that it gave them some coaching advice that really helped them. You sent them a non-promotional SMS, saying, hey, have a great week, happy to have met you. Then they watched one of your on-demand training videos. Maybe it was a 10-minute training, maybe a 20-minute training that brought them value, and they go, wow, this is really helpful. Then they got retargeted on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. Maybe they took a pop quiz. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're everywhere, you're omnipresent. Now this person, you're in this lumped group. You go from a coach, a marketer, an accountant, a blank, a financial advisor, an insurance agent, from this lump to you are the insurance agent. You are the digital marketing guy. You are the business coach. You are the person. So the brain is now pulling you out. You are no longer another, you are the. And that is happening on a subconscious and a conscious level. They are now, just like the car example we said before they were driving around and all they just saw was a bunch of cars. Now they see you everywhere they go. You're popping up everywhere you go, just like that car. And now you are important information to their subconscious. Obviously as well to their conscious, because nobody else is doing this. They're going to consciously recognize you as being a very unique person. So let's jump into the people that are crushing it. If you look around, you're going to notice they're everywhere. Their success and then didn't necessarily come from their awareness of this. It's not necessarily that it's some secret that only this elite few knows. Like, there's not many people that know about the rule of 7. Some do, some don't. But even if you're not aware of it, the people that are crushing it as a result of the rule of 7. Because they're everywhere. They're constantly everywhere. They're consistent. They're showing up. They're doing it over and over and over and over again. Now, on the other side, the people that are not crushing it, you're gonna run into hordes of business owners that jump from marketing failure to marketing failure to marketing failure. And here's what it sounds like. I tried LinkedIn. It didn't work. I tried email automation. It didn't work. I tried AdWords. I tried Facebook ads. I tried Instagram. I tried this one. I tried this one. I tried this one. It didn't work. It didn't work. This is the common thing that you're gonna run into with most businesses. I tried this, it didn't work. I tried this, it didn't work. You see, so it's like these little isolated attempts that never are sustained long enough to really produce. Now, before I jump into the 7-touch system in detail, I want to establish like foundational good sales, good marketing, the critical components, because if you have the 7-touch in place, but you don't have these 3 critical components, it's not going to help. Like, the 7-touch will help any situation, but you have to have these critical marketing components. So I want to make sure that we have this foundation in place before we move on to this like advanced, like take your business to the next level type thing. Okay. So first off, you have to have eyeballs, you have to have traffic, you have to have attention, you have to have people showing interest, right? You know, whether that's LinkedIn outreach or it's AdWords you're running or Facebook ads, or wherever you have to have traffic. Number 2 is you have to have great copywriting or great, like words on paper. You have to be able to sell. You have to get people's desire lifted. You have to be able to build trust either through your copy or through your sales calls. You have to be able to then ask for the sale. You have to be able to present value. You have to be persuasive. Like, that's essential for any business owner, for any entrepreneur, for anybody in sales. And then the 3rd is a great offer. Like, if you don't have a great offer, like a straight up good offer that is going to get people's attention, you don't have much. But if you have the attention, if you have the eyeballs, or if you're working on a system to do it, if you have great copywriting, or you're willing to invest the time into getting good at copy or hiring somebody that's good at copying, and if you have a great offer, if you have those 3 things, like, you have everything you need to be successful with your business. It's that simple. Like, it's really, really that simple. With this foundation in place, let's talk about how to not just go from little success to failure to little success to failure, but to a consistent, persistent, relentless push of business growth. All right, here we go. Not another coach, not another digital marketer, because even if you have all these things, your audience brain is still going, oh, another SEO guy, oh, another success life coach girl, like whatever it is, you can insert it. We need you to stick out. So let's do that. Let's give some examples here. So 7-touch, it's a cool name. I like it. It's the 7, and it's the scientific fact, psychological fact of the 7. But I want us to go way beyond the 7. 7's like our entry point. Like, 7's the front door. Like, 7 just barely gets us in, right? So if you're doing 7, like you're way different than anybody else. But like let's see for us, for those of us that like want to like take this thing to a whole nother level, let's see like 7 as the front door to the house. Okay, it's just the front door. Just gets us in, that's it. So let's look at a standard example though. Sorry guys, I normally have my little clicker scroll, but it's not working for some reason. But like number 1, so first touch, add leads to landing page. Second touch, they book a call on that landing page. Third, they get a confirmation email and calendar. The fourth touch is the sales call. So the most standard lead gen to sales call processes are only doing like 3, maybe 4 touches before the call. Maybe you added a little Twilio SMS, generic SMS thing. So like you have 4 or 5. So really, you're not getting those the touches you need before your call. So then that call, maybe it closes, maybe it doesn't. I think this kind of thing, you're gonna get a good 5, 10, maybe 20% if you're really good at sales on a percentage and on a system like this. And if you talk to any of the great salespeople, they're gonna tell you the money is in the what? The money is in the follow-up, okay? The money is in the follow-up. And it's true. I'm a huge believer of follow-up game. I love the follow-up game. Most people are not willing to invest in their follow-up game. And so that leaves a huge opportunity for me, for my team, because we're going to follow up nonstop. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, but if we look at this, our 7th touch might not be till 2 or 3 follow-ups after our sales call. So we are now that we've already spent all this time on a sales call and maybe doing a proposal and sending an email and doing a follow-up, we're now just breaking into the 7th touch. So are you following along with me here? Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe raise your hands or click something or do a little emoji. Do you see what I'm saying? How this is not like how you are just another digital marketing guy on the phone, how they have zero trust. They have no reason to trust you. They're not comfortable with you. They have no reason consciously or subconsciously whatsoever. Now, let's look at this. First touch, an ad leads to a landing page. Second and third touch, they book a call. That after they book a call, that third touch, it goes to a warm-up page that has a video that, hey, great, looking forward to our call, has maybe some stuff on there, maybe even have a quiz on there, so that could be a 4th touch, but let's not say that here. 4th touch, you have the confirmation email and the calendar invite, and then you have the 5th to 7th touch, we're going to do a 3-day email sequence warm-up, and I'm going to give you guys a diagram for this in a second, but don't worry. And then you have 2 ringless voicemails. You have 2 personal SMS. Actually, I would do 3 personal SMS, like personal from a phone number that they can call you on, and then 2. Then we have maybe 2 retargeting ads hit them, maybe more. I mean, we're roughly at like, give or take. There can be a lot of variables in here, but your sales call might be the 14th, 15th, 16th touch point that this person has had with you. And this is just in 3 to 5 days. So you can already blow past that 7, and even if some of these things fall through the cracks, even if they don't read the email, even if the retargeting ads don't hit them, even if they don't check their voicemails, like because we're hitting all these things, we're going to be guaranteed that the minimum touches they have is at least 7 to 10 touches before you're on the call with them. Most cases, they're going to have 14, 15, 16 touches before they get on a call with you. Now, you're going to have a very high close rate. That call is going to go much different than any call you've done before. Much, much different, because they've already been warmed up, they've already gotten value from you, and they are ready to talk. Consciously and subconsciously, they are ready to talk, blazing, warm, hot. Now, not all of them are going to close. They're just not. So we want to do the exact same easy automation process. So we get off the phone with them. If they didn't close, boom, we press one button. That sends out a handwritten USPS letter, which is, there's an automated service to do that, by the way. It sends out an email series warming them up. It sends out a personalized SMS series, retargeting ads, etc., etc., etc. So now what you're doing is you're taking these lead sources you're getting and you're working so hard for and you're paying so much money for, and you're like setting it on fire, like ablaze, like getting the most amount out of every single lead that you possibly can. All right. Now, let me ask you a question. Everybody, would you rather be on the sales call that was the 4th or 5th touch? Or would you rather be on the sales call that was the 15th touch? I would much prefer to be on the call that's the 15th touch. What about you? Right. Of course. Okay. For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think all of us would be. Now, imagine automating that. So it's not this big, arduous, mundane thing. It's like it happens on autopilot. The moment somebody books a call, all of the sequence sets off and does all of this for you on autopilot, like literally everything for you on autopilot. Okay, sound cool? Does anybody want to see the channels and the assets or the tools that we're going to use to do that? Okay, let's look at the channels. Let's look at the assets. So when you're creating these touch points, you have to think in like kind of two basic things. You have channels and you have assets, right? So channels are like email, SMS, ringless voicemail, messenger chatbot, social ads, YouTube ads, retargeting networks like Google Ad Network. You have direct mail, etc., etc. You see what I'm saying? These are the channels at which you're going to push your content, your assets through. Your assets are the actual, like the PDF downloadables, the ebook. It might be your video series and email series, emails, webinars, on-demand trainings, like quizzes, any kind of asset that you have that you can use to send them a message, to warm them up, to give them something free. These are your assets. And then, so you need both. You need to understand what channels you're going to use, and you're going to need to understand what assets you're going to build for these channels. So there's no silver bullet. I know everybody wants to think like webinar is the silver bullet. Just set up one automated webinar, run Facebook ads, and then just go sip Mai Tais on the beach. Like, okay, there's like little slivers of time when you find these little like growth hacks that just freaking kill it for a time, but then everybody floods in on them and then they get overused and then people get burned out with them, right? So there's no silver bullet. Webinars work great. I've made a lot of money in webinars. I've gone through different seasons with different products and different assets and different channels. But the biggest point is that you want omnipresence. Some channels are going to work better. Some are going to give you better ROIs than others. But what's going to give you the best ROI is creating omnipresence. Like these people see you everywhere. All right. Let's look at an example funnel. This is what I promised to use, that I would show you an example funnel. Now, I don't have my clicker here, so I'm just going to walk you through day by day. So if you look at the top, it says same day. Day one is like the first day after it's really the second day, but I call it day one because same day is the day that the call gets booked. Day one is the second day. Okay, so same day. We're going to send an email confirmation, just a generic email confirmation. Number two, we're going to send an email warm up. That's going to lead to that same landing page. Remember when they book a call, like if they book a call on your website, that's going to redirect to a landing page that has like a warm up video. Maybe they can take a quiz on there. So that's that landing page you see on the same day. Now, let's say they book from a cold call or from a LinkedIn message or something like that. Either way, we're going to send that warm-up page in the first email. They're also going to get a personalized text. This is not a generic text. This is the text from a number that they can call. Like you're going to create one number for your voicemail drops, for your SMS, for your calls, for everything. And it's going to send them a very like personalized, hey, Jared, really looking forward to a call, super excited. Like, it's got to be personal, right? Then we're going to do a voicemail drop that night. So like a 7 or 8 p.m. that night, where it's a voicemail drop is like a ringless voicemail. It's a way to send a voicemail to the person without actually ringing their phone. It's going to be, hey, Jared, super excited about our call here in a few days. Hope you're having a great one. Talk soon. So now we're hitting that. They're also going to get the calendar invite, but this is also going to trigger, if you look at the bottom, retargeting ads. So everybody may be saying, wow, Tim, that seems like so much bombarded. It's not. Trust me. An email confirmation is very normal. Then a warm-up email is very normal. Getting an SMS, it's very normal. And then getting the voicemail drop in the evening, this is not going to seem stalker. This is going to be very, very impressive. So now here you are, just as I'm going through this day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, remember that these retargeting ads are following them all the way through. And because this is such an isolated group of people, this is the only people that have booked calls, your retargeting ads are not going to cost very much money. So let's look at day 1. You send your second email warm up, and that's going to go to a landing page that maybe has a free downloadable, a free ebook, a free PDF. Either way, the email needs to be something that provides value that they can walk away from and go like, oh my gosh, like that was really helpful. If you're a business coach, maybe it's some advice that you'd give to a business owner that you know they can apply immediately and they can walk away and get results from, right? Okay, so day 1, they get that warm-up email, and they're still getting a little bit of that retargeting ads coming at them. Day 2, they're getting another warm-up email that goes to a landing page that gives them even more value, like something even more cool, even more value. So now they're going like, holy cow, who is this person? Like you're totally separating yourself. So you can see even way before the call, I believe we've already done our 7 touches here. You see what I'm saying? Now on day 3, we're gonna go into the kind of more generic email reminder. Hey Dave, really looking forward to our call tomorrow. We're gonna send them a text message. Dave, super looking forward to our call tomorrow. Have a great day. We're gonna do a voicemail drop that evening. Hey Dave, just wanted to shoot you a call before the end of the day and just let you know I'm really looking forward to our call tomorrow, et cetera, et cetera. Now you pre-record these. So all this stuff that's happening can be automated, right? So maybe the voicemail drop, you can't say the name, right? You can't say Dave because you just want to create one that's like, hey, this is Tim. Just wanted to let you know I'm really looking forward to our call tomorrow. Wanted to shoot you a call before the end of the day. Have a great one. Talk soon. Now, day 4 is the sales call day. You're going to send them an email reminder. You're going to send them an SMS reminder. They're going to get the calendar reminder, and they're still getting that retargeting. Guys, so by this point, they've had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, they've had anywhere on the low end from 10, on the high end 20 touches with you, depending on how engaged they were with your content. No matter what, though, they've had at least 7 touches from you, and not just from the one thing, not just sending 20 emails. This is from email, from text messages, from landing pages, from the calendar invites, from the voicemail drops, from the retargeting. I mean, this is gonna light it up. This is gonna change the game for you. So let's look at the next steps. How do you create this? Well, first off, you need to create copy. So you need to create the copy for all the emails. You're going to lay out your diagram. You're going to create the copy for everything. Step 1 is to create copy for everything. I even create copy before I even build a web page because I like to create the message and the offer before I create the design. So I did create the email copy, the SMS message, the build of PDFs, landing page copy. I create all of the assets, right? All of the assets, the content for all of the assets. Then I'm going to set up all of the where I'm going to reach out for my channels. That's my automation platforms that I'm going to use, whether HubSpot or ActiveCampaign or MailChimp or wherever those are. You know, I use ActiveCampaign, and I'll give you a list of stuff that we use. And then you're going to want to set up your SMS provider, your ringless voicemail provider, your landing page builder, ad accounts. Now, the thing about the SMS provider is you want an SMS provider that can work as a cold call number too, or as a call number. So you can do your sales calls on this phone. They can call this number back. That you can text from this number. You can automate this in your automation system, and then you can use the ringless voicemail provider. They can use any number, so you don't register a number with them. You just tell them what your number is, and they can send voicemails from your number. Very cool. Then we use a landing page builder because you got to create these landing pages. Doesn't have to be anything crazy or fancy. Really, copy and offer is better than design every day. And then your ad accounts for your retargeting. Very, very simple, very, very straightforward. And that is how you turn up the heat. That is how you blaze up the heat on these leads, get them toasty, get them hot, get them warm, and get them ready.
All right, my people, that's exactly how you get your meetings warmed up before you actually have them. Now, not everybody's gonna get warmed up. You're gonna have 50% that don't open up any of your emails or watch any of your videos. You're gonna have 25% that open some and watch some, and then you're gonna have 20 to 25% that open up everyone and watch every email, and they get on the phone and they're red hot. So that's awesome. We're still gonna have a mix in there, but we're gonna have a high percentage of people that are very, very, very warm. And we have clients paying us $20,000 a month to get them the meetings, and then we set these processes in place so that those meetings can get warmed up so the maximum amount of them actually turn into clients. So hey, if you got some value from this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, I will engage with you in the comments, so ask those questions there. Also, I have a free training for you that's gonna show you how to get lots of meetings on your actual calendar. It's gonna be at a link below. Actually, there it is, right there. Click that link and get it. Again, this is Tim Dodd with the Tim Dodd Show, and I'm here to help you sell more and scale more. See you soon.